we have a brand new brawler. We've got new game modes, we've got skins, we've got remodels, we've got league system, a new event slot. Holy crap, guys, and there's more that they didn't tell you that I'm about to tell you. Let's do this. Hey everyone, what's happening? Lex back today for another Brawl Stars video, and today, Brawl Talk just dropped. Now, you know I get all the information beforehand, so I've got this video ready for you guys, and we've got a very big update coming with a lot of amazing features, none less than what you're seeing on screen right now, which is, that's right, EMZ, Electromagnetic Zombie? EMZ? I don't know, and I'll let you know everything about EMZ here in just a second. But first, let's move back to the very beginning. Let's start at the top, and before we do that, let me just say that there are going to be sneak peeks. There is more information that you guys don't know that I can't tell you yet. Only thing I can cover right now is what we learned in the Brawl Talk, so let's do that. But just remember, you better subscribe. Turn on those notifications if you want all the information about this next upcoming update in Brawl Stars, because it's massive and it's gonna be crazy. All right, let's start at the very top. We've got a brand new environment, Mortis's Mortuary. Now, as you can see, this new environment is a graveyard kind of mortuary theme, just like what we've been seeing in the animations. Some cool things that you'll see on the side there, like Frank's got his DJ stations, got some speakers and the turntable. You got some crypts and everything on the side, the stuff that you would normally like to see. The gem mine in the middle looks really cool as well. You'll see spiders and bats and cobwebs. Here's one really cool thing about this new environment. These kind of environments you normally only see in the 3v3s, but not this time. This environment will show up in Showdown as well, which is going to be very cool. Another interesting thing, and I don't know if that's just the video or if it's actually the way it is, but it looks like it's nighttime in Mortis's Mortuary, like it's just a darker overall feel. I hope that's what it is, because it looks really cool. More info on some things that are somewhat related to that here in just a minute, and also stay tuned to the end, because we're going to be going over a feature that I've asked Brawl Stars to implement for almost 2 years now. And it looks like they're going to, at least a version of it, but I've got a big concern and a big question. All right, we'll get to that. But first off, let's take a look at one of the new game modes, Graveyard Shift. Now, this is a Showdown mode, and if you're familiar with Brawl Stars and have been playing for a long time, you may remember Life Leech. It was a modifier that actually was like the best way to stop teaming in Brawl Stars that there's ever been. They're bringing it back. They're calling it Graveyard Shift, but it's basically Life Leech. What happens is you slowly lose health, and the only way to regain that health is by attacking other players. It eliminates teaming. There is no more teaming with Graveyard Shift. It is, so if you're out there and you play Showdown a lot and you're like, God, I hate those teamers, this is the cure for that. As well as the visuals on this look insane. It's like you're clear and you have this white outline and it's kind of sparkly, and it looks completely amazing, and I'm really excited to play some of that, because again, there is no teaming with Life Leech with Graveyard Shift. Now let's take a look at the big ticket item. That's right, the brand new brawler coming into Brawl Stars, EMZ. What does EMZ stand for? Electromagnetic Zombie. I guess that was a Call of Duty reference, Kairos was telling me, but I'm not exactly sure if there's another. You guys let me know in the comments down below. What does EMZ stand for? Anyway, in the Brawl Talk, they said that she is like a social media star, so this is a mock profile that I have made up for her. Is it going to say diva? I mean, you know, it should, but probably not. But all of the stats are correct. I'm not positive on the star power. We do know that her health is 5,040 at max level. Her attack does 700 damage at base there at max level. And the super deals 280 damage per second. Now, an interesting thing about EMZ's attack here is that initially it ticks for 720, and then 840, and then 980 if you stay in the cloud. Is that the standard way that it's always going to attack? It's always going to increase by 20%, or could that be the star power? I was talking with Kairos, and he thinks that it's the star power, and I tend to want to agree with him, so I put it down there, star power super hold, which if you don't know hairspray, that's like, you know, a hairspray thing. It's got to get the super strong stuff. Or I could go in like mega hold, or extra super hold. I don't know. Anyways, it's really strong hairspray. And this star power makes it even stronger, so that EMZ's hairspray does 20% more damage with each additional tick. Now the super, as you can see, is just a big massive radius, and it looks really cool, and it follows EMZ around wherever she goes, and it just ticks for 280 damage per tick. It's going to be a good super. However, I think it's rather unoriginal. I do really I think that, let me get this out of the way real quick. I think that EMZ is going to be very strong, slowing targets, doing a lot of damage, can probably 3-shot almost any brawler if they have her super engaged. She's going to be ridiculously strong, but I don't think she's really that interesting. It looks like it's going to be fun, but I was hoping for something really unique. But it is a trophy road brawler, so anybody can get it at 8,000 trophies or higher. A lot of EMZ's features are like Sandy, like say for instance her range is 6 2/3 tile, which is just a tiny bit further than Sandy, as well as the reload speed there is pretty slow. It's like about Spike or Brock or Leon. It's really slow. It's a rather slow reload speed. But yeah, EMZ is going to be a blast. It's going to be fun to play. It's always fun to get a new brawler, cruise them up to 600, 700, 800 trophies really quickly, and I think you'll be able to do that with EMZ because she's going to be very strong in my opinion. Now we've got some skins. Also, we were right here as well on the animation because Piper is getting a new skin. It has to do with the Day of the Dead Piper Calaveria, I think is what they called it. And this is the one that we saw on that picture inside Frank and Mortis's house. So that's actually really cool. Shelly gets one. Which Shelly? Leon gets a werewolf skin. Jesse gets a Dark Knight Jesse or Shadow Knight Jesse. I forget the name of it, but she gets one as well. And then DJ Frank, I don't have a full formal picture of it, but they showed it right here as he was jamming away on the turntable. That one looks really awesome as well. I think my favorite one of all of them here is either Frank, because it just looks so cool. The vibe of it is very cool, or Leon. The werewolf skin actually looks amazing. So I'm looking forward to getting all of these skins, of course. More information on some good stuff coming up for that very soon. But a bunch of new skins for you to get your hands on, play with. That's going to be a ton of fun. Now, Frank in the video mentioned that Frank in the game is going to be getting a remodel. Now, we haven't seen him, so I can't show him to you yet, but I will be showing him and the remodel in some of these sneak peeks that we've got for you. But until then, just know that Frank's getting a remodel, and he ought to be pretty darn cool. And now for the last big ticket item, and that is power play. It's basically what I've been asking for a long time, but a kind of a spin on it. I've been asking for leagues in a long time where you play against people and you move up this ranking system, and it doesn't have anything to do with trophies, and it has to do more with skill, and at the end you can get some really special rewards. Now, they've basically done that. They have limited to where you can only play 3 times per day, and it looks like the event is going to rotate every day. So one day you may be playing Duo Showdown, one day you may be playing Heist, the next day maybe Brawl Ball, then Gem Grab, or whatever the case. But you're only going to get 3 matches per day. Every time you win, you collect a point. At the end of the season, whoever has the very most points is going to get 50,000 star points, which is absolutely absurd because it takes you like, I don't know, 12, 15 seasons to get that much as a player who's getting maxed out all the time. It's ridiculous. Now, I am really excited for this feature, this new event slot. However, it brings up a question or two as well as some concerns. My big question is that how is the matchmaking going to be done? Now, this is something I'm going to be asking the devs today, and I'm going to try to get some clarification on exactly how this is, so I'm going to let you know moving forward. But I want to know how the matchmaking is going to be done. Is it going to be based off of how many of the stars you've collected for the season, or is it going to be based off of your trophies? I think it would be more interesting and exciting to be based off of the stars you collect. That way, when you get towards the end of the season, if you're at the top, man, you're battling other people at the top, and it's just skill versus skill. I want to see, I'm not going to be good enough to get up there. I'm going to try, but I'm not going to be good enough to get there. But I want to see the guys who are. I want to see those matches, man. I'm friends with a lot of these guys, and I will spectate some of those stuff, and I'll bring it to you guys as well as show you all my matches too. But I think that would be more interesting. The downside to that is that at the very beginning of the season, you could have like the best player in the world match up against one of the worst. So there's a bit of an imbalance there. And maybe they could tier it some way where after that very first inaugural season, when you get reset, you kind of get reset into a different position so you don't play the people at the very bottom again. Kind of like how Clash Royale resets their seasons. I don't know exactly how they would be done, but I think that the end result of the highest star people playing the highest star people would be so exciting. That'd be, I mean, they could put that on Brawl TV, watching those matches. Oh, geez, there's so much on the line. I want to see that. I want to see that. However, this brings up a concern. If the rewards for this league system or power play are going to be star points, that's fine. I'm okay with that. If that's the case, they need to really work on getting more stuff into the star shop that is really worth it for us and is very unique, because that means they're doubling down on the star point system. Not only are you getting that as end of season rewards for your normal ladder stuff, but you're also now getting them for end of season for the power play. They're doubling down on the star point system, but right now I don't think that there's enough stuff in the star point system to keep it really interesting. So that's a concern of mine, but I think that once they get more content in there, that'll alleviate some of that. I think that they may even need to have like a specialized star shop in terms of like what you can buy, instead of like combining everything into one big shop. Perhaps there needs to be some sort of remodel where they break apart those two. If the star point system is going to be this big and this important, it probably needs to have a dedicated shop to itself rather than just keep scrolling, which, by the way, you can support people in Brawl Stars now, so slide all the way to the right, type in Lex, and you will be supporting me, and I will love you forever. Well, at least for another 7 days when it resets and you have to put my name in again. I think that the top players in the world, instead of just getting 50,000 star points, which is ridiculous, they can get a gold crow or a gold mecha bow. But instead of doing that, I wish that you could get exclusive skins that you can't go to the star shop and buy. You can't save up to get, like, you can only get this skin if you were, like, say, in the top 10 of getting this, or the number 1 gets the super special skin. And then if you were to ever see that person in battle, you'd be like, oh crap, this dude is good. So I think that would be a lot more interesting than just throwing a bunch of star points at you. But maybe they don't have the resources right now to make those extra skins just for this purpose. I'm not really sure, but it's something that I'd like to see in the future. Overall, this update looks amazing, but like I said, there is more. There's more coming. You're gonna get sneak peeks. You're gonna get all the good stuff. EMZ 1v1 versus every single brawler. You're gonna find it right here on this channel, so be sure to subscribe. Turn on those notifications and I'll bring you every bit of the update information as soon as I possibly can. But for right now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below, are you hyped for Brawloween? I hope you are. And as always, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.